bevo.com.
John, I understand that you know and you spend time with the guru Charles Handy. Has there been any one insight that you've taken away from him that's been most valuable to you?
Yeah, well, Charles Handy is very important in my life. I've known him for 20 years. He is single-handedly insightful on a number of things, but in particular, he makes one think, okay, if you're not careful, you'll get on a treadmill, and it's whether it's your job or your life or your personal life, and you'll just stay on that treadmill because you won't look at the speed of the treadmill or the direction of the treadmill or whether the treadmill is old or new. And what he does is he really makes you think about being more self-aware. Are you being challenged? And as a result of that, I have a rule of thumb in life, which is if I'm operating in my comfort zone, I think that's a bad thing. We should never operate in your comfort zone because it's taking your life and your time left on the planet for granted. You always should push yourself quickly and abruptly out of your comfort zone and into something where you're back on some aspect of a steep or inclined learning curve. And Charles has been very good at that. And he also helps one to be very, very aware of the importance of being self-aware.
John, your comfort zone must be pretty wide, so can you give me an example of a time that you purposefully went out of your comfort zone to grow and learn and acquire new things?
Well, I think we all should push ourselves out of comfort zones. I mean, one of the reasons I left Morgan Stanley, I had 24 great years at Morgan Stanley, and one of the reasons I left was I felt that I needed the challenge of a different type of financial institution, which is why I chose to go to HSBC. It was a very different type of financial institution, and I knew I would have a different set of issues. It's a big, multinational, very first-class financial institution with a strong culture towards corporate lending and retail. And really in HSBC, I was pushed out of my comfort zone and I learned a lot about credit. I learned a lot about Asia, emerging markets, China, India, Mexico, and that was very different. That was a very, very new and important learning curve.
bevo.com